there are certain macOS terminal commands that can be very useful when troubleshooting problems with a home network or your Synology NAS. However, while iPadOS shares a lot of code with macOS, by default our iPad is not able to run terminal sessions. So having learned specific terminal commands in macOS, it would be nice to use those commands when working from an iPad. Luckily, if we install a terminal emulator app like A-Shell, we can run certain macOS terminal commands on our iPad. So in this video, we're going to use the macOS terminal command to run a ping test on a Synology NAS connected to our home network. Typically, we would use the ping command if we needed to test whether a device on our network is reachable. However, we can also use the ping command to monitor the status of our NAS as it starts up or is rebooted. To run a ping, we first need to open the A-Shell app. Now from the command prompt, if we type ping, followed by either the IP address or domain name of our Synology NAS, when we press enter on the keyboard, our test will begin. By default, A-Shell will attempt to ping the IP address of our NAS 9 times and display the results for each ping. The report generated by the ping test will first display the domain name or IP address for the device that is being pinged. This is along with the packet size of the pings that were sent to that device. The results for each ping are then listed, displaying the returning ping packet size and the device's domain name or IP address. The next piece of information in the report shows us the sequence of the pings. So if the sequence starts to go out of order, that could be an indicator of a speed problem with the network path. TTL, or time to live, is a value within the Internet Protocol that tells a network router if a packet of data has been in a network too long and if it should be discarded. However, we can use TTL to determine the operating system being used by a device that we're pinging. So for example, the TTL value in our ping test was 64, which is the default TTL value used by Linux. So just from the TTL value, we can determine that the device that we have been pinging is using some sort of variation of Linux. Next, we have time, which is how long the ping packet took to get to its destination and return a response to our computer. The importance of time is really dependent on what you are doing. So for example, if we had a time of over 100 milliseconds and we were playing online games, that would be classed as considerable lag. However, 100 milliseconds for a server hosting web pages might be considered acceptable depending on what was being hosted. Finally, we have ping statistics, which states how many pings were sent and received, along with the percentage of packets lost. We then have round trip, which displays the lowest ping time, the average ping time, the maximum ping time, and the standard deviation ping time. If we would like to control how many pings we send, we need to add a variable to our ping command. So if after typing ping, we type -c 5, followed by the domain name or IP address of the device that we're trying to ping, when we press enter on our keyboard, a report is generated displaying just 5 pings. To gracefully close our terminal session, if at the command prompt we type exit, when we press enter on our keyboard, the terminal session will end and we will be returned to the home screen.